Today I'm going to tell you about 6 things you'll love and 6 things that may have you reconsidering the Port Townsend area. Get ready for the unvarnished truth. Hi everybody, I'm Ginny Erickson from Windermere, Port Townsend. Welcome to my channel. This is where I post new videos every Monday, and each video is chock full of information that you're going to want to know before you move to the area. Today we're doing a pros and cons video. I'm going to tell you about 6 things I absolutely love about living in this area and 6 things that, well, some folks aren't so crazy about. It's the pros and cons video. We're starting with the cons first. Con number 1, the cost of living. Yes, the cost of living here is higher than the national average, but really that's no surprise when you consider it's such a highly desirable place to live. The good news is that the cost of living here is actually lower than many of the places you may be considering moving here from, places like Seattle and most of California. Con number 2 is sales tax. It's 9.1%, but before you freak out, remember there's no state income tax here, so you get to keep more of your salary, Social Security, and pension. It all balances out. Con number 3 is the pulp mill. Yes, we have one here, and depending on which way the wind is blowing, you might get a whiff of it every once in a while. But most of the folks around here don't mind very much because the mill is actually considered one of the region's largest and most highly regarded employers. Con number 4 is deer. Yes, you heard me, deer. Here's a herd out in front of our Windermere office. The deer are everywhere, on the sidewalks, in the crosswalks, stopping traffic, and eating absolutely anything and everything that you plant in your garden. Now, don't get me wrong, I love them. I think they're beautiful. But just in case you are a gardener, I thought you should know there's an 8-foot-tall fence in your future. Con number 5 is weed, cannabis, marijuana. It's legal here. And yes, some people consider that a pro, but others find it objectionable, so I thought I'd mention it. Con number 6, no big box stores. Sure, we have a Safeway and a QFC, and they're owned by Kroger, but you're going to have to travel to Sequim or Paulsbo if you want to visit a Home Depot, a Costco, or a Walmart. Now, I guess that's another con that could be considered a pro. I mean, we have so many special and unique shops in downtown Port Townsend. Who needs the big box stores anyway? But if you do have to travel the 40 or 50 minutes it takes, rest assured, it's a pleasant ride. Now for the good stuff. I mean, the really good stuff. The stuff we all love about living in or near Port Townsend. Pro number 1, the history, the architecture, the charm, the ghosts. Port Townsend is a National Historic Landmark, and it's so well preserved it doesn't even look like it's changed much since it was founded in the 1890s. Pro number 2, the culture. This is a place that embraces art and music as well as history. There are festivals and events just about every weekend, so there's always something to do. Pro number 3 is the scenery. Port Townsend is a peninsula on a peninsula. It's surrounded by water and mountains. So many of the properties have stunning views, including my own backyard. Reason number 4 is the food. Think Dungeness crab, oysters, salmon, halibut. The food here is fresh and fabulous. We have an outstanding farmers market that runs from April through December and a fabulous food co-op. But not only that, there are many, many local restaurants that have won awards. In fact, USA Today says Port Townsend, Washington has one of the best small-town food scenes in the country. Pro number 5 is the weather. Yes, the weather. The summers here are fantastic. July, August, and September are about as wonderful as weather can get. And the winters are mild. Yes, we do have our share of damp and chilly days, but it almost never snows, and on the rare occasion when it does snow, the snow melts super quickly. And because we sit in the rain shadow of the Olympic Mountains, we get about half the rain that Seattle does. Summertime highs in the 70s, wintertime lows in the 40s. What's not to love? And pro number 6, it's just fun. Hiking, biking, kayaking, paddleboarding, crabbing, fishing, sailing, boating, golfing, you name it, we've got it. And if arts and music is more your scene, we've got that covered too. As I said before, we have events and festivals nearly every weekend, spring, summer, and fall. So now you know some of the pros and cons of living in the Port Townsend area. I moved here about 2 years ago, and I'm a huge fan. In fact, nothing on the cons list bothers me. I really like the deer, and I like the fact that there are no big box stores, but not everybody does. So I thought I'd share the cons as well as the pros so you have the information you need to make your decision. If you'd like to know more about moving to Port Townsend, I urge you to download the relocation guide. It's free, and there's a link right here on my YouTube page. It's full of the kind of information that I think you're going to be looking for. Until next time, thanks for watching, and don't forget, download the guide. Bye.